I was born in Sri Lanka and had the privilege of growing up in many parts of the world, including Malaysia and Saudi Arabia, and came here to do my A-levels, where I then continued my studies and completed my medical degree, and have lived and worked in London for the last best part of 30 years. My mum was a GP herself, and she brought us up alongside working full-time. Since I've become a mother and a GP myself, I appreciate how tricky that is, but she juggled it perfectly, and I aspire to be like her. I became inspired to do humanitarian work as far back as 2004. I remember it precisely because it was the Boxing Day tsunami that happened in Southeast Asia and affected my parents, who were in Sri Lanka at the time. Fortunately, no harm came to them, but for 3 hours of my life, I felt I'd lost them. It was harrowing, and then to know that there are people who never recovered from that event. Last year, when I then had the opportunity to be directly involved in the refugee crisis in Lesbos, I grabbed it with both hands. Initially, it was meant to be a 5-day trip over there with this charity organisation. I ended up cancelling my return ticket and staying on for another 10 days. It was just the right decision for me to become more and more involved. On the field, I carry very basic equipment. My trusty little bag will have a stethoscope, a sphygmomanometer for taking blood pressure. I really like my pulse oximeter, which is like a little device for quickly telling if someone's pulse rate's really high or what their oxygen levels are. And sometimes having something visual is really nice for kids as well, just to take the focus away from what they're going through. It's been almost exactly a year since I first went out to Greece. It's become clear to me that I need to do this full time. And so my husband, who's been incredibly supportive, has decided to follow me, and we're going with our youngest child to set our base up in Greece. There are obviously challenges to it, but for as long as this crisis continues, which at the moment it looks like it is continuing, I feel that there is a need for me to carry on doing what I'm doing, and I will follow my heart, basically.
Click the videos to watch more Londoners, and don't forget to subscribe.